Before the weekly analysis begins, I just want to let you know that I do have a Patreon page. We have two tiers available. The first tier is called Start Off for £15 a month, and what you will receive is access to a Discord server containing the beginners, intermediate, and advanced course, risk management course for Elliot Wave trading, as well as financial literacy content. This tier is also for those who want to learn at their own pace and generally just support what I do and just join a community of like-minded traders. The second tier that I have is called the Waveologist for £35 a month, and what you receive is everything that I mentioned above with the addition of specific chart requests for me to annotate on a daily and weekly time frame, and one-to-one support or group sessions depending on how many people have subscribed to this tier. The group or one-to-one sessions are for those people who want a little bit of extra help with their Elliot Wave education, and also give the opportunity to ask me as many questions. Please do keep in mind that these are going to be 1 hour sessions depending on how many people have subscribed, and also I would say please do consider joining. It is really good value for money, and without further ado, let's get into the analysis. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. This is going to be my Elliot Wave count for pound yen, pound dollar, and gold. But first of all, any views or opinions or suggestions that are expressed in this video do not constitute to trading or financial advice. So let's get started here on pound yen. Here are my annotations. So I decided to say with how pound yen is moving obviously towards the upside, and obviously I did say in previous videos that we're gonna sort of come below that and start falling down to give us one more leg wave. It didn't necessarily happen. So I decided to count this as a expanded ending diagonal. So we have a three waves here: one, wave two, wave three, wave four, and then a wave five here, and it has reached the top. And we've started to see a push down, an impulsive move to the downside. And I'm thinking maybe this could be the possible change. We could possibly start to see the market eventually push towards the downside, and obviously continue, basically have a fallen reversal, and this could be basically the trigger, or this could be the start. If you go into a sort of smaller time frame, hourly, 4 hour time frame, we can also see that we have a 5 wave impulsive move here: 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5, giving us our wave 1, or this could be a wave A. And then we have an ABC into a wave a B, and then I thought this would be a start of another impulsive move to the downside. But we are sort of moving in this sort of sideways movements right now, as we have the market sort of going to the upside, and obviously price action confirmation around these areas were quite bullish. So we could be pushing up to the upside for this to be a ABC, maybe as a running flat or an expanding flat. So in terms of short term, we will probably expect this market to sort of go up a little bit higher. Whether it reaches the top or not doesn't really matter, so long as it does give us that sort of flat correction that we're looking for. Obviously that's the short term. In terms of long term, is basically once this expanded flat or this running flat completes, we'll then get an A, and then an A, B, and a C into a wave 2 or a wave B, and that will eventually bring this market back down again to the downside. So in terms of short term, we're going towards the upside, but in terms of the long term, we are going to continue pushing more to the downside, and we should start seeing this market eventually push down once this sort of last bit of this correction, or this ABC correction, finishes. So pound dollar, here are my annotations. Obviously from the short that I mentioned on Friday, we were in this sort of ending diagonal, and it has complete, and we've now broke towards the downside. We have a nice impulsive 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5, and we obviously broke down to the downside as an impulsive factor, and that's basically saying to me that we have actually changed directions, and we could be possibly going towards the downside. Looking at the sub count of this, we have a wave 1, wave 2, 1, 2, then a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 into a wave 3. We're getting a wave 4 coming in, and then wave 5, and then that will complete our wave 3. We then get a deeper correction, wave 4. And then we get one more push back down to the downside. So to me, any sort of pullbacks that you get to the upside, just look to sell it to the downside until we get to around this level right here, this wave 4, which is what I sort of dotted out in the white lines. Once this market has sort of come down to them, and we do see a clear break of this level, and then that's basically a signal to me, or a sign to me, saying that we've broken market structure, and what's going to happen is essentially a 3 wave deeper correction coming back in to then continue going back down. So in terms of short term, we will see the market eventually push towards the downside. But once it obviously hits around this level, if there is a clear market structure break, we could expect a three-wave correction, roughly around 50 to 61.8% of this entire wave, this impulsive wave right here, and then we could then see the market eventually push more further to the downside. So in terms of the short term, we are going to be going to the upside. I'm sorry, to the downside until this level. Once this level has reached, be careful. We could be starting to see a move towards the upside as a corrective wave, and then we will then continue pushing much more to the downside. As this will give us a wave A or a wave 1. This will give us a wave B or wave 2, and then we're pushing down for wave 3 or wave C. Um, Here's the gold chart. Here's my annotations. So obviously we completed our wave 1 right here, and we're currently in this sort of flat pattern right here. We have an A, B, and we are currently moving in this sort of expanding ending diagonal here as a wave C. To be expected, what I'm assuming is we're getting three waves up, and then we're getting one more push down to the downside, maybe taking out these lows. Doesn't have to necessarily reach it, but so long as it does go beyond, below a little bit more than here, then we can usually see that. Now, at the same time, this could be it. This could be the wave 5 right here, and this could be the C wave, and this could basically be giving us a running flat, and then we could actually from where we are right now just literally just start shooting up to the upside, which is a possibility. However, I like to play it one wave at a time. I don't want to be buying this market anytime as of, at the moment, as of now, I don't want to be buying this market until I get sort of a bit more clear confirmation as well as my price action. We are still moving sideways in this sort of corrective wave here, so until it sort of clears up a bit, my bias is going to be that we're getting one more up, then we're getting a wave down, and then from once these levels or so have been taken out, that will essentially give us our wave 2 of wave 3, and then we could then essentially look for the upside of wave 3 in the high degree. I hope you guys do like my analysis. Please do like, comment, share, and subscribe. I do have a Patreon for all those people that are interested in mentorship. The link will be in the description down below. And yeah, I'll see you guys until the next one. Wassalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.